Hey everyone! So, if you're a property manager, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say the monthly reporting grind. It is relentless. But what if all that work, all those hours, could shrink down to just a few minutes? Well, today we're going to dive into how AI is making that happen right now. I mean, really, pause for a second and think about that. All the time you sink into pulling data from 10 different places, wrestling with those spreadsheets and putting together reports for property owners. What if that whole headache just went away? Look, we all know that struggle is 100% real. But the best part is, the solution isn't some far-off futuristic concept anymore. It's here, it's totally accessible, and honestly, it's ready to completely transform your workday. All right, so before we get to the solution, let's just sit with the problem for a second. Let's talk about the reporting struggle, because if you're in this industry, you know it's a universal pain point. Yeah, I bet this screen looks painfully familiar, right? It's that same old cycle every single month. You're pulling data from your accounting software, your maintenance logs, your leasing platform. Then you're trying to manually mash it all together in a spreadsheet, squinting at the numbers to spot a trend, and finally trying to make it look presentable for the owners. And by the time you're done, the next month is already knocking at your door. Okay, but what if there was a better way? What if you had an assistant for all that? This is where we gotta reframe how we think about this technology. It's not here to replace you, it's your new AI assistant. And this right here is the biggest mental shift you need to make. Don't think of AI as the scary, complicated thing. Just think of it as the smartest, fastest, most powerful assistant you've ever had. Its only job is to do all the heavy lifting, all the boring data crunching and pattern spotting, so you can focus on what you're actually good at. And you know what's really cool about this? It's not some one-size-fits-all deal. There's a whole range of tools out there, which means we can find the one that's a perfect fit for you. So take a look at this. It really shows there is an entry point for literally everyone. Whether you're just looking for a simple starting point like ChatGPT, or you need a deeply integrated system like Yardi, there is an AI solution out there that's built for what you need, whether you're managing one property or 1,000 of them. So, where do you even begin with all this? Well, let's start with the easiest, most accessible tool on that list, one you've probably already heard of, ChatGPT. Seriously, you could start using this today. You can just upload your raw performance data and ask it, hey, write me an executive summary, or tell it to identify the key trends in this data, or to standardize your report format across all your properties. It's an incredible first step into the world of AI-powered reporting. All right, so ChatGPT is a great start, but what if you need something a little more specialized? You know, insights that are happening in real time. That's where a tool like Rentana, which is built specifically for property management, really comes into play. What makes a tool like Rentana so different is its laser focus on revenue intelligence. It doesn't just throw data at you. It actually gives you smart, actionable recommendations. You get these simple, color-coded dashboards to see what's going on at a glance, automatic forecasting, and this is the key, those crucial recommendations that you can take straight to your property owners. Okay, let's scale things up. What if you're not managing a handful of properties, but a massive portfolio? The complexity there just explodes, and that's where the enterprise-level tools like RealPage step in. RealPage is built for scale. Its superpower is automatically pulling together all the data from dozens or even hundreds of properties. It can dig super deep into leasing and pricing data to find opportunities you'd never see and spot these tiny patterns in revenue, occupancy, or even maintenance that would be pretty much impossible for a human to find across such a big portfolio. And finally, for those who want the whole shebang, the single, all-in-one system, there's the most integrated solution of them all, Yardi. Yardi's real strength is its ecosystem, because it connects data from every single part of the business. We're talking accounting, maintenance, leasing, you name it. It's able to tell the complete end-to-end story of a property's performance. And then its AI tools come in and help you summarize all that complex financial data into reports that are clear, compliant, and totally owner-friendly. So, we've looked at all these cool tools, but let's get down to what really matters, right? The bottom line. The actual real-world return on your investment. And wow, this slide just says it all, doesn't it? Before AI, a single report may take you 2, 3, maybe even more hours. After bringing in these tools, that time gets slashed to about 30 minutes. That's not just an improvement, that's a total game changer.
And it gets even crazier when you scale it up. For a mid-sized property management company, we're not talking about saving just a few hours here and there. You are saving over 100 hours every single month. I mean, just think about that. What could you do with an extra 100 hours?
And this quote, this really gets to the heart of it. This whole thing isn't about replacing people, it's about enhancing what you already do. The AI handles the grunt work, which frees you up to do the strategic work, the relationship building, the stuff that really matters. So, with all this incredible new potential on the table, it brings us to the final big question. What's your next move? Here's the big takeaway. It really just boils down to this. Let the AI handle what it's great at, the data processing, the pattern recognition. And that frees up your time and your brain power to focus on the high-value work that only a human can do. Strategic thinking, interpreting the results, and managing those crucial relationships with your owners. So, I'll leave you with this one last thought. Every single property in your portfolio is generating a massive river of data every single day. That data is telling a story. It's full of insights, full of opportunities. The only question left is, are you ready to finally listen?